Hey there everyone, this is the Collective Soul Tarot and my name is Kay. Today we're going to do another alphabet reading and I'm going to draw from this pile here a new letter that these three have been already done. These three readings have been done and they're not going back in the pile. So all month long I'm going to keep drawing one every day. There's 26 of course, and so whatever letter I draw, that's the letter for the first name, second, middle name, and last name and nickname. So whatever you most identify with, even if it's a last name, go with that first letter, because it's very important that it's like when you do a birth chart, for example, they're going to ask you what name you go by, and it has to be the one that you were born with, but this is different. So I don't know why I even said that didn't make any logical sense at all, so sorry guys. But so anyways, yeah, it's just important that you go by the name you identify with. Doesn't that make sense? Okay, so without further ado, we're going to do this reading. It's for September 2023, but today is Wednesday, the September 6th, and I'm just going to take a brief moment just to ask Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit to guide and assist me in drawing the letter that for the people who really most are here, they're able to hear the message today, that have come to this reading, to find out what information that's going to help them on their journeys. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Just know I'm not lucky. I'm just going to have to trust that. All right, here we go. Z. Can you believe that? That's just nutty. I'm sorry for people who've got Z names like zebra. No, but it was Y yesterday, so why shouldn't it be Z today? We'll get that out of the way. We'll carry on with like maybe a C name or a P name or a T name, Okay, so here we go. Z name. There's lots of people who've got Z for their first name, so I should just shut up. All right, here we go. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, can you please guide and assist me today in correctly interpreting the energies that you bring forward in the cards, and to help me see clearly. Thank you so much. So for our Z names, what do we have for them today? Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, what messages do we have for our Z names today? What's most on their heart that they need to either become aware of, learn about themselves, or know in order to take action? Okay, we're doing the Celtic cross. This one jumped out, so I'm going to leave it as the overall energy. So we got the Magician. Somebody is in magician mode, manifesting. We'll see what kind of manifesting we're talking about here. All right, what's challenging it? Strength. Okay. Somebody's been holding back from their, Z names. You've been holding back from using your divinity, your divine powers of manifestation. You've been holding back from that. And it's keeping you from reaching your desires, to have what it is that your heart truly desires, okay? Yep. Or we could read it, because we don't know yet, could read it that you're overcoming obstacles and challenges to being able to become a master manifester. Right? Four of Wands, a commitment. All right, the Four of Wands is about some type of commitment, family life, like a union. And it is, look, 11, 11, 11, 11 could be twin flame. Oh, leave that there. That's the distant past. This is the current past. Current past is Five of Cups. Somebody's is feeling sad, maybe dejected and lonely, missing somebody. They're feeling really, really sad. Their relationships from before are tipsy-turvy, turned over, and they're all out. There's no more love in it. But he's not seeing the Two Cups, which is the Two of Cups in the deck, a partnership coming together in love. Okay. That's the current past. What's up in the head of Z? Z is thinking about the Five of Pentacles. How you feel so left out in the cold, or maybe how you've left somebody else out in the cold in your life that you've been thinking a lot about and trying to manifest back into your life. I'm just saying. Okay, so Z, what is the bridging energy? The Emperor. Well, that's lovely bridging energy. You could, Z, you could be a father and you could be a husband. And if you're not, or you're leaving you'll always be a father, right? But you don't always necessarily going to be a husband. You may be leaving a relationship, a commitment behind, to evolve into the higher frequencies of love, like the balanced energy of love and mind, like love and heart and mind balance, into the Emperor status, taking charge of your life, taking your power back from what you gave it to and made you feel perhaps in this energy, which is feeling left out in the cold and dejected, right? This is feeling dejected, lonely, and just miserable and desolate, as well as missing somebody terribly, right? So that's you may be evolving into that. We'll learn more. Okay, Z? So what are you afraid of, Z names? The Page of Pentacles. Ooh, you're afraid of how this is going to affect your child. How if leaving a long-term commitment behind where you might have had children, yeah, you're afraid of how this is going to affect your child or children. And you're also afraid of not being able to move forward to whoever's in your environment with a friendship offer, or just an offer of something solid, an offer of your pentacle, right? Something that not necessarily financial, but just some kind of material offer. So who's in your environment? The Knight of Wands. Wow, okay. Knight of Wands is in your environment. Is this somebody who is in player mode in your environment, or was? Or is this somebody who is excited about giddy-upping and heading off into the sunset on a new project with passion and inspiration? We'll find out. What are you hoping? Ace of Pentacles. So you're hoping for a great big blessing from the divinely inspired prosperity and abundance to help you do what you need to do, whether it's giving somebody, an offer, or including your child in your life as you're moving forward. Okay? And what's the potential outcome, Z? Four of Pentacles. Four Pentacles. Can you see that? Not really. Okay, Four of Pentacles is somebody who's holding on to someone. Someone's, still attached in some way. Yeah, we don't know in what way, because if you do or don't do this is a potential outcome. So we're gonna just have a look at that. Maybe you're letting go an attachment and then you're in the reverse. We can look at it that way, but let's find out, okay? I am thinking that you are letting go. You're letting go, but you're also at the very same time attached to something else, someone else who is in your environment. We'll see. Okay. Energy to help explain, clarify this. You've got the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Wands. All right. You have been feeling, there's a Queen of Swords. As a Queen of Swords, you've been, yeah, this is somebody who you're feeling as though they have been mistreating you, and you want to let go of this person. You want to let go of this Queen of Swords. And you've been defensive, having to stand your ground against her. And this pentacle, and the Four of Pentacles is that you feel like you're going to lose and lose a lot of money letting go of this Queen of Swords, who, you know, may or may not be, you know, she may be reversed, but we you know, we don't really know just yet. So we're just going to keep her up. I'm feeling she's reversed, but anyhow, you are worried that you are not going to have the money you need. This is what you're hoping for, the money you need in order to be able to divorce this one here, leave this one behind, who's probably going to take a lot of your pentacles on her way out, or at least is going to try to. And you're trying to safeguard that. You're trying to protect your money, because you feel as though you need the money to have to be able to pursue your life as in the Emperor energy, to manifest that life. Okay, all right, so let's clarify the Knight of Wands. We have the Knight of Cups, 2 knights, wow, and we have the World energy. Okay, so this person here is setting out. They put an end to one cycle, perhaps their connection with you, Z name. They're putting an end to one cycle and starting off on a brand new one, and they're really excited about it. See that? Really excited. And so this leads me to think that they had been played before, but they're not in that energy anymore. They're not going to ever be played again. They're just going to be moving passionately in their life, kickstarting off new projects as they see that they're interested in, they see as worth pursuing, and in the meantime, you know, they're going to give their cup of love to somebody, whoever crosses their path, that they feel is what do you call it, deserving of their love, their cup of love, and devotion, right? They are going to have their heart and mind open, you know, to be able to see who's going to cross their path as they go out in their world in a new chapter, and give their love devotingly to that person who's deserving of it. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Let's do the back of the deck. We have the 9 of Cups, which could be overindulgence. Queen of Wands, overindulgence. 10 of Wands, yeah, because of overindulgence. And then the Queen of Pentacles, which is the one that you want to move towards, who you see is your quintessential true love. Okay, but because of this and the third party, you put her in the lover's zone. You know, you put her in the lover's zone, right? Lovers, not commitment zone, but the lover's zone. You made a choice here. Okay, we got to bring this out because the Tower's right there. Okay, first of all, 9 of Cups. You were overindulgent. When I see all the rest of these cards, I know it's about overindulgence, because you were with the Queen of Wands. You were with the Queen of Wands, Z names. You had attracted into your life because of the energy of that kind of energy of being all about action and just being impulsive and doing what you want, no matter who you had to, you know, bounce on in order to get it. And it was like you were taking charge of your life, but in ways that hurt other people. And so you attracted a person who would be very much like that to you. Okay, you need to have a mirror up in front of you. And this one that you attracted, because you were this way, in reverse at the time, in devilish, deceptive energy. So she had to, you know, you had to attract someone who had that in them too. Because you're not going to attract somebody who's just gorgeous and beautiful, and they're beautiful inside and out, because your energies, even though you might be feeling attracted, equally yoked at the very beginning, it's only because of the excitement in your heart about having met someone like that. But in time, you're going to find that this one, you know, the one that's you know, beautiful inside and out, and will always be, like let's see, this Queen of Pentacles, right? It would only be temporary. And I mean, you knew it, right? It would only be temporary because she would be shining too bright and it would hurt your eyes, quite literally hurt your eyes for her shining as brightly and as beautiful and independent as she is. But she's committed though. This one's in a committed relationship, or that she's committed to a new pursuit. Very much so. So, just to be clear, you attracted this one who is in reverse, is bullyish, and it's my way or the highway. We're doing things. I'm leading, you're following. I'm going to tromp on you. I'm going to beat you down in front. It doesn't matter who it is that I'm doing it to you, and I'm just going to be mean to you, abusive, belittling, and so forth and so on. And so you feeling this way, being beaten down by the one you chose because of this energy that you had been sitting in and treating others as a third party, putting them in the lover's zone as opposed to the soulmate zone. You chose your Queen of Wands over your true love. Like you literally chose your Queen of Wands because you were married to them or in some sort of long-term commitment with a child. You chose that Queen of Wands over because she matched your energy, right? You felt familiar with her. You felt like that this is it. I can always go home, and there's not a lot of work to have to be involved in order to be with somebody. She's there, and this is my life now, and I'm okay with that. But you had put your true love in a third party at the time, so you had to leave it. And she was actually your soulmate, a strong soulmate connection. But you chose the other lover, right? You chose the one. So that's where your Ten of Wands come from. That's a heavy burden to try to be pleasing two women. This is the other one. This is the one you put in the other woman zone. Right here. The third party situation. Your Queen of Pentacles that you now know is your true love, because you're taking that hat off there so that you can see who you have been tied and bound to, like this. So you are no longer going to be keeping her in the third cup or third party role. You in fact have chosen her now, your true love, so that you can reunite with her by putting away this really, you might be obsessively moving towards her too, but you're going to put this energy away. You're putting that away because you know why? Because the Tower came in, the Divine came in and rocked your world big time. I bet you're feeling a lot of pain from this breakup with the Queen of Wands, because she's probably not making it easy for you to move on. She would not be making it easy for you to move on. There's where a lot of your burdens come from there. But that you needed that. You really did need that. Otherwise, you were probably just sitting on the fence going, la-di-da, I'll just keep working, and I'll work hard, keep my nose to the grindstone, and then that way I'll just work all the time. Then that way I don't really have to spend much time with the one who belittles me and does not make me feel very good about myself. Okay, so that was all. Okay, let's talk about the middle energies, guys. We've got the Magician and the Strength. Okay, the Magician and the Strength card. What's the energies for that, Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit? Thank you so much for all of this clarification. That's fantastic. We got the backstory already. Hi, yeah. So Four of Swords, you've been respirating. You have been thinking of new ideas that are passionate and whatever, and you are been in the Ten of Cups energy. Three of Pentacles. Okay, you possibly met this person, the Queen of Wands, in reverse at work. It's possible. And look what she did to you. She's been betraying you. And look who it is that you want to take a leap of faith towards, your Queen of Cups, who is also your Queen of Pentacles. And feel very, very happy to have a happy life with her, enlightened, healing the connection, being divinely guided and shown the way. Okay, and you will come towards her, telling her everything that she needs to know that you've not told her before that she needs to know. You know she needs to know. Okay, so you want to take that leap of faith because you forged an alliance with the Queen of Wands in the reverse, who betrayed you. Okay, she betrayed you because she was in that energy too, right? She's in that devilish trickster energy. She is going to betray you, your Queen of Wands. See if I can put this there. It'll probably fall down. But yeah, that's what you were. Okay, that's over here. Never mind. Okay, that's over here. Let's get to this. You had been feeling down and out, not knowing what the heck to do. You just had a lot of emotions coming up that you didn't know anything about. Like you were just like, it was confusing you. Your head started to hurt. So you needed to lay your head down and get into introspective and contemplating energy, so that you know that these swords that had been breaking your heart, because you were breaking the hearts of women, that you need to lay all that down so that you can find the energy and the strength to pick it up. Pick that sword up in truth, integrity, and clarity, and move forward in your life. Passionately move forward instead of only thinking of your wand. And do something about this happily ever after that you had not, you were not really in a happily ever after. You might have been in the beginning when you were still very much in that trickster energy of the devil, but you needed to do something about that. So you did. But this is what you want to have now. You clearly want to manifest that now. Find the strength and courage to move towards your Queen of Pentacles, your Queen of Hearts here, your Queen of Pentacles, and create that happily ever after, devoted, lifelong relationship with her. Because the relationship you were forging with your Queen of Wands had left you, look at, you're dead, you're almost dead. But they haven't hit you, but they're gonna, if they didn't hit you, they are hitting you now. And you're gonna be left for dead. But the Ten of Swords is 10 of Swords, it's the last. You can't have 11 swords, 12 swords. I always say that. So that means that's the end of it. So that's the good news about 10 of Swords, is that you can't possibly be betrayed one more time, because you've wised up. You've grown from all these lessons, all these hardships, right? All these betrayals. So that's really great news. And you're going to allow yourself to become enlightened, which is why you're moving into the Emperor energy. And you want to take that leap of faith towards your Queen of Cups, who you see as a beautiful, loving, nurturing, compassionate type of person that you got to know way back when you were still in a commitment here. And you want to heal that relationship with her, that connection. I mean, it's just a connection now at this point. You want to come back towards her, telling her, giving her all the goods, truthfully coming towards her with gallantly and valiantly, and saying, this is what's been going on with my life. This is what I know I did to you. This is what I want to do. And this is what I've done to make sure that I can do this. Yeah. That's what you got to tell her. All right, so let's talk about the distant past. I mean, I don't know if we really need to talk about the distant past. It's fairly clear that you were in commitment in the distant past when you met your Queen of Cups. Yep. All right. Ace of Swords, Six of Wands, ooh, and the Empress with the Ace of Cups. Okay. Well, you know what? It's a good thing we are clarifying this, because this is the 1111. This is twin flame. You met in the past. You met your twin flame. You met your twin flame. It was divinely. Revealed to you. You seen it for the truth it was. you were clear about that. The divine helped you to become clear about that. That's the distant past. So wow. But you had been still riding your horse high and mighty in your pride and ego, too much so that that you were not going to allow yourself to do anything different than what you were doing in the distant past with your Empress or towards the Empress. Okay, because look, you're going into Emperor energy. You know you've already met the Empress. You know you already met an Empress, which is your Queen of Hearts, Queen of Cups. So you know you've met your happiness right here, this Sun here. You've been enlightened about that, and you're wanting to really just go for it, as impulsively and excitedly move towards your Empress, your Queen of Cups. So you know that's who you met, and of course it makes you feel very victorious that you actually met somebody like her, but at the same time you didn't do anything. That's a distant path. This was the divinely inspired cup of love that you were offered. I'll say that again, divinely inspired Z names. This was a divinely inspired new beginning with this Empress back then of a life full of love, joy, happiness, excitement, passion. You would have had all of that back then. We were showing the way. You were shown the way by the divine. Who she was. She's your divine counterpart. She is your 1111, your twin flame. One soul, two people, two different people coming back together in union, right? As one. But you were still in your pride at the time, but you had it. You had it with her. I need to make that clear for you. And I'm not trying to make you feel bad, but the thing about it is that you only know this, and you won't know until you know it. You have to become aware of things before you actually see what you had, and know that you've got to do everything possible in order for you to regain this in your life, because this is where you're meant to be. This is your divine path, okay, towards this person, the Empress, because you're the Emperor, you're the counterpart, okay? You're her twin flame. 5 of Cups. You were missing. This is the most recent past. You have been missing her greatly. You've focused too much on what you've been losing in the recent past. I'm just clarifying that. Recent past, Z names. You're too focused on what was in front of you, like what's been failing, instead of spending time focusing on those 2 cups. 2 of Cups, right? Which is this, I told you. It's the 2 of Cups, the true love that you just weren't focusing on, even in your most recent past. Okay, so you're just feeling lonely and sad and possibly depressed, missing your girl, the one you met, your counterpart, the Empress, Queen of Cups. Okay. 5 of Wands, feeling inner conflict. 2 of Swords, sitting on the fence, being indecisive, and Judgment coming in, telling you to get off the fence and get into hermit mode. So if you're going to sit on the fence at all and be indecisive, it's the divine wants to bring you in, hang you by your foot so that you can see the perspective of others, forcing you to let go of the material focus. You have your focus mostly on the material world, the 3D, your logical mind. The divine wants you to see that you are this light right here, which is love, unconditional love, that you have that as part of yourself too. There's 2 parts to you. So the divine is bringing that in so that you can end your misery, being hung by your foot, put in her mode. Now, if you're going to sit on the fence, if you're going to feel just inner conflict or being in disagreements with others or whatever, anyone trying to tell you how you should be living your life and what you should be doing, or you're just inner conflict on your own, making you feel depressed with this inner conflict of what you did back here, And then what you had to do here too, which involves your child, okay, or children. So you're feeling down and out. You're down on your knees there. But so you made you sit on the fence. You didn't want to see anything. You didn't want to say anything. You've suppressed everything, your emotions, everything. You just, no, I'm not saying anything. I'm not seeing it. I'm not hearing it. I'm not nothing. Okay. So the divine came in and said, "Ba-da-da. Okay, that's enough of that business. You're not going to sit on the fence forever. We had to give you some time to do that because you needed to feel. You needed to feel this 5 of Cups. Okay. And this inner conflict. Enough so that you're like, oh, there's got to be a better way. I can't take this anymore. This is agony." And so the divine says, if you're going to sit on your fence, you're going to sit on your fence with the divine in contemplation and introspection, with us giving you downloads, hits of intuition and wisdom, changing you into somebody who is wise and knows when a snake is a snake, okay? And that would have been your Queen of Wands in reverse. You know when you see a snake, it's a snake. It's not a lovely, beautiful, attractive, alluring, sexual woman. It's a snake, okay? And then you'll see the path that's lit for you to go even higher. You're not going back, because back is to the snake. The judgment came in. The divine said, "Ed, you need to make a final decision. Which way are you going? Are you going to go and get enlightened, so that see your way, that the divine is lighting up and revealing to you what it is that you had been missing out on and doing? Or are you going to stay in depression and conflict?" Okay, so you do that. You're going to be staying still for a while. This is the most recent past. Remember, you're staying still because you're putting an end to your nonsense, an end to anything that is not right for you in your life. That is going to be your final decision, especially after you've had time to think about it. Okay, you won't be up in your head anymore in self-imprisonment, but you will be in some kind of like a voluntary isolation, where you actually might feel disconnected from people, your community, the world, for a little while. But you're getting smart. You're getting heart smart. Okay, so 5 of Pentacles. Z, what is the 5 of Pentacles energy up here? This being feeling left out in the cold, or very concerned about your finances. So you might only have 5 Pentacles left. You got 4 here. So if you thought you were bad there, the outcome was 4 here. I'm sorry. I'm just making up a story there. Okay. So 5 of Pentacles, Z. Oh, got this. Okay, we got the King of Swords in reverse. Very interesting. Is that for sure? Yeah. Okay, didn't want to make sure I hadn't turned my deck around. King of Swords in reverse, the 9 of Swords. Yeah. And the 7 of Pentacles with the High Priestess on the back of the deck. And yeah, too many options. Okay, confusion, not seeing clearly. Okay, 5 of Pentacles, reason why you're feeling like you're left out in the cold or concerned about your finances is because you haven't been harvesting with your heart. You haven't been harvesting with your heart. You only been harvesting with what you've always known is how to make the money and manage it, like to grow money, right? But it's only 7 Pentacles. You only have 7 Pentacles, like that's 5, this is 7. Because you have been in reverse, King of Swords. You have been operating, King of Swords are highly intuitive, so you haven't been saying anything. You've been getting downloads. You are highly intuitive. You have intuition to use, but you did not use it. You see, you weren't using it. Maybe it's foreign to you. You didn't really even know how to trust what you were thinking, like the thoughts coming into your mind, the feelings you were having, the intuition. So you were in the King of Swords in reverse, and that means that you were being, very, very cutting, and spiteful, revengeful, protecting, and what you thought belonged to you. You were just like my way or the highway kind of words. You used cutting words. There was no emotions. Okay, even if you're an upright, the King of Swords does not have emotion to color the truth. But you weren't being exactly truthful. You were hiding the truth. You were hiding behind your sword. And this is somebody who is, they're highly intelligent this way, highly intuitive. This is you still being highly intelligent and highly intuitive. However, you were not using that for the good. You weren't using your intuition, but your intelligence, you were using it just so for whatever you could get, which, ultimately led you to feel like, it was making you lose sleep at night. Your heart is still talking to you, even though you're not fully listening to it or focused on it. It's still speaking to you, and it's telling you that you're not quite doing things right, and you know it, but you don't want to hear it. So because you're not hearing it, you're feeling this energy of dis-ease, and feeling doubtful, not certain, things that make people feel insecure. And because of that, you're not going to get the full harvest of like a 10 of Pentacles life, which is the greatest amount of pentacles you can have according to the tarot card deck, which it's a lot of wealth, more than you need, so much so that you can give, donate and give to others, to help others, and to hand it down to your children and their children, a legacy, right? But this is not the 10 of Pentacles. This is 7 Pentacles. You get out of being like this, and you will no longer just be harvesting 7 Pentacles. You will get so much more. Okay, so much more. Get out of your head. Get out of your confusion. Stop treating people like they're an option to you. Turn your back on your past, the way you have been in the 5 of Swords, deceptive and mischievous, underhanded. There's no easy solution energy, like just taking everything, trying to win above all costs. Doesn't matter who you had to battle to get it, and so on and so on. Okay, so that was the 5 of Pentacles. That was a lot of information. You're waiting for your shifts to come in because you're turning your back on this, and now you're in Empire mode. Emperor mode. You have an empire that you've amassed because you now have your heart and your mind balanced. They're listening to each other. They're informing each other. So the Emperor energy is the Hierophant. Oh yes, of course. You are a leader. You advise people. Yeah, you have really connected with the divine, even though you have the intuition. So you're going to be consulting your intuition as well, but you may even be seeking the advice of clergy, or just somebody that that you trust and you admire, and it might be an elder person in your life that has good advice that will help you see your way. So there, that 9 of Wands. Yeah, you've been battling. And the 2 of Pentacles with the King of Cups. All right, Page of Wands. So yeah, that you have been consulting the divine and or other people that have a lot of wisdom to impart in whatever area that you're troubled in, Z name. And you had, that's from before. The 9 of Wands is you feeling you needed to seek the divine and a solid, grounded advice from people that would give it to you without bias, because you have been down on your knee, feeling really rather wounded and beat up. That's the Wounded Warrior card. Here is the 2 of Pentacles. And by doing so, by consulting the divine or these people, maybe doing both, you have been able to figure out that you needed to balance your heart and your mind together. You needed to manage your energies better. You needed to manage your life better. You needed to be doing things in the upright way, taking charge and successfully managing and juggling, but managing the juggle. Most importantly, you've got this balanced, okay? The heart and the mind. That's the Emperor energy. Somebody who's been in through a lot of battles, and they had to, because this is all lessons learned, right? Somebody who's been through a lot, who has felt like they have been, under the divine umbrella of protection, okay? The divine umbrella of protection. And then, finding balance in all of that. It took time, but most importantly, it took a lot of hardships, a lot of banging up along the way, relationship-wise, maybe even finance-wise, to become the become the Emperor who feels deeply now for people, not just, self-absorbed. Here. Now we got, did that make sense? I hope. So, yeah, this all belongs over here. Let's talk about our leading lady, right? The Queen of Pentacles, your Two of Cups, and your Empress, which is all same. Knight of Cups, what is she so excited about moving towards? Archangel Michael, with her cup of love for somebody on a new cycle, in a new chapter of her life. What can you tell us about the environmental person, the Queen, the Empress here? Six of Pentacles, Temperance, and the King of Pentacles. Okay, excellent. So this here is the counterpart. Not only are you counterparts in the 3D world, like focusing on what you can do financially, and in other areas too, but largely they're committed to each other. They're committed. She may be in a commitment with someone else, but if she accepts to re-engage with the Emperor, with you, Z, you two would be on the same page, especially financially at the 3D level, the material level, which is great for your life. You can resource it to live the best life you can possibly live, because the King of Pentacles, he's quite wealthy, and she knows how to manage and make money too. So she's doing well on her own as well, or in a committed life as well. So this here is, she's in the Six of Pentacles. She wants she thinks about, if she's going to accept and give her cup of love to somebody, they not only need to be balanced and wanting to come towards her in a balanced and tempered manner, it needs to be an equal give and take, which of course this wasn't in the past. And irregardless of you, Z, this is her mindset now. This is her heart. She wants to live a life of peace and passionate pursuits, having fun doing things, right, with somebody. And she's looking at a King of Pentacles, and this King of Pentacles would be you, but she's not necessarily thinking it's you. Okay, this King of Pentacles would be somebody either coming towards her, or she's thinking that's the type of person that she wants to, approach in a new chapter of her life and commit to. So are you the King of Pentacles, right? Are you the King of Pentacles? You would be, because the Emperor is all four kings together. So she wants to have equal give and take. She wants to live a life that's peaceful, abundant, and fun, exciting, and just do things that just make you feel alive. She wants to feel alive and have good energy and give it. Okay, Four of Pentacles. So you have to be the King of Pentacles, okay? You have to be, because the Emperor is all four kings. But she may not realize that, or maybe she does, and she may be thinking about you. We don't know for certain. Okay, 4 of Pentacles. The Moon, yeah. Withholding, hiding, fearful. 9 of Pentacles. And the 2 of Wands. With Page of Wands on the back again. Okay, so you, 4 of Pentacles, you have been withholding your emotion for somebody you see as being quite independent, even though she may be committed. You don't really know for certain because you're not talking to her. So you see her as the 9 of Pentacles, somebody that the divine has been guiding you to. This is her direction. This is the other direction, that you'd always been going the other direction, not listening to your heart, not listening to the divine. That is your heart. And so we make such a mystery out of God and the divine. Really, it's your heart. It's your heart. Whatever you feel in your heart is your divine speaking. That's your soul. So you had been suppressing your emotions because you were being greedy and selfish back then. You weren't. You were too worried about your pentacles and how much you had that you were able to accumulate. So you were suppressing your emotions and not telling anyone how you felt about this one here, including her, of course. But you've known for a while now, because you're the Emperor, that she is the divinely correct path for you to have all you want in life. As your divine counterpart is twin flame, with that happily ever after love, and for you to regain your finances, because you're moving towards her with a lot of integrity, taking charge and taking control of your life, taking your power back from who you gave it to before, that may have sucked the life out of you because of her ways of belittling and just taking you for, if she was money hungry, maybe she was greedy too, but she was definitely interested in having control over you. And that would have been sucking your self-worth out of you. And you've regained that, and now you're going to start back in building up your finances again. And by doing that, the divine is stepping in and helping you out with that, so that you can move towards the one that you see who's independent, your queen, and she's Queen of Cups too. Yep. Your Empress, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. You are not going to be suppressing your emotions anymore, and you're going to move towards her and see what you can do about reigniting this passion and love for her that was clear to you by the divine, that she's the one, and that she's the one you love. The divine is helping you out a lot. There's the Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, and then you have the Ace of Wands back here, and you have the Ace of Pentacles that came out a lot earlier. So you are leaving this devilish energy behind in that woman that matched your energy, to go towards the light, to the Empress, who is your counterpart, who is also your counterpart if you're the King of Pentacles. You are equally yoked, and you're going to be financially and lovingly blessed. So that's what I know, Z name. I hope that was helpful to you and very inspiring. You know what you need to do. So my advice to you is to take charge, take your power back, become the Emperor you're meant to be if you're not already, and go for it. I love you very much. We'll see you next month. Bye now.